wakey.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where we finally get to talk about our experience ordering Stray Kids tickets.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been... Phil's very upset with me.
I wouldn't say I'm upset with you.
Just,
but
yeah. We've had many days where we could have recorded, and every time it gets about that time that we, can start, I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling it tonight.
yeah. Well, what are you going to do? The good news is that we're recording right now. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Right.
We'll give one small bit of business, which is that in the last episode we said we were going to cover the Go Live the Go Live album intro, and I did watch it on my own, but it's like 26 minutes long, and I was just like, oh man, like I just don't know if we can record that and keep the schedule of moving on to Finding Stray Kids God's Edition, which is what the new season is called, season 2 of it. So we're going to skip it, and, maybe we'll come back to it sometime. A lot of the things they talked about were kind of the themes of the album and the music, which we kind of discussed as we were watching it anyway. So I think we're safe. But if we're feeling bored one day, we could always do it as a bonus episode or something. That's fine.
Yeah.
But for now, we are going to watch Finding Stray Kids, God's Edition, Episode 1. But before that, I got to tell you about the fucking ticket hell that we did.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah, tell me the story, right? Because the reason that it is frustrating, I guess, is that we try not to say anything Stray Kids related until we record. So Phil and I have been hanging out, these past few days.
Oh, yeah.
Unable to say anything.
Yeah. I just have to hold back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, what happened was, Friday was Logan's 5th birthday, the actual day of his birthday. And so we planned a trip in the morning to go to a science museum in Johnson City, which is like a little over an hour drive from where we are. So we had planned to do that. We got there right when they opened, like right after they opened, and the kids had a wonderful time. But we knew also that tickets were going to go on sale at 3 p.m. or in Central Time for the venue we were going to. We on the way home. We made it out of there in enough time to get home by 3 p.m. So no problem. Kids were exhausted anyway. They had an awesome time. We had lunch. They saw a bunch of science stuff. We watched a little movie about dinosaurs in the Antarctic. Pretty neat. So Jeanette had the website for Ticketmaster. It's all going through Ticketmaster. Pulled up. And it had a countdown timer counting down to when you can get in line to get tickets.
Oh my god!
So yeah, It's had that for like a week. That there's been a countdown timer, but we're waiting for it to go. We got home. We still had like 10 minutes left. I got the kids in the house all settled. Jeanette ran to the bedroom to like get ready to buy our tickets. So she gets in immediately as 3 o'clock strikes, and it says there are over 2,000 people ahead of you in line. Yeah. And so we start going, oh shit, we're so fucked. Like we're not gonna get tickets. Like over 2,000 doesn't mean 2,000. It means over 2,000.
Yeah.
And so we're like waiting and waiting and waiting. And by the way, like I saw somebody else on Stay Twitter, I think, who showed they actually went and looked at the page source. They were on a computer. We were on our phones and Jeanette's iPad. So they were able to pull up the page source, which showed the actual number. And this is for a different venue, so could be the same, could be different. But the actual number of people in queue was like $26,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we're sitting there trying to decide what we're going to do, because I'm just like, oh my God, we're not going to get tickets. Like, there's no way we're going to get there and there's going to be tickets available. So, and it's crazy because like the prices were expensive but reasonable. Like, if you were going to get like the best, like the VIP, get there early, be able to attend the sound check, everything, which is what we wanted, it probably would have been like $300 before fees. And we're like, deal, we'll do it. Happy to spend the money, right? That is not, at all the venues, scalpers bought shitloads of tickets. And if you watch John Oliver at all, he actually recently, and I had to go back and rewatch it because I was like, wow, I just got dicked over by this. And so he did a long segment about ticket sales in the US and how like Ticketmaster like owns and operates like all the major venues. So if you're going to play in the US, you have to go through them, which means you have to deal with all the problems with their system. And now Stay is having to put up with that. So great. Awesome. So we're in line. It finally starts to tick down from 2,000. But by that point, we've kind of gone, well, we're fucking screwed. So Jeanette immediately started looking at the secondary market. And I think she started looking at, oh man, what was it called? StubHub? Yeah, StubHub. And they had tickets. They had tickets that were not where we wanted to be, not on the floor, up on the side, high up, like nosebleed seats, and they were like $500 plus fees.
Wow.
And we're like, no fucking way. And so I said, okay, well, like while we're waiting in line, like it's still progressing, I said, well, why don't you check SeatGeek, right? Like they're another like third-party seller site for selling seats. Maybe we can find a better deal there. So Jeanette's looking. She finds not one on the floor. We're not getting anything fancy, but she finds one like at the in like the first like few rows of one of the seats that's kind of like up on the side, right? So we'll actually have a really good view of the stage. And they were charging, bear in mind, these tickets were probably originally like $125, if that. But they were charging, I think it was like $329 is about what those were going for on SeatGeek. And I was like, well, shit. And then I was just like, I don't know. Like, that seems like a lot. Like, they're scalping. And then we got into the Ticketmaster system that finally caught up. We made it through the queue. On Ticketmaster, they were sold out. They were 100% sold out. But all of those fucking scalpers, like Ticketmaster has a system to support scalpers, basically. Like what they do is you can buy your tickets and then you can immediately list them for sale for a higher price.
On Ticketmaster?
On Ticketmaster.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And you could buy like huge amounts of tickets. That's the other thing that's all fucked up. So like the first people through the gates, or if you had bots or whatever, like waiting to do it, like it's so fucked up. But so on Ticketmaster, the nosebleed seats were which we had seen on StubHub for, what was it, $400, 400 something, were almost $500. Floor seats were $2,000.
Jesus.
And that's floor seats that were not VIP. So the original price would have been under $200.
Yeah.
And they're selling them, the scalpers are selling them for $2,000. I have seen the price start to drop on those because people aren't buying them because, like, fuck you, right? Like, and I had seen that, like, it's fucked up really, because what if Stay, who would have traveled for those seats, and my great fear is that we're going to be there on the day and we're going to look down in the area where on the floor seating, and there's just going to be nobody there.
Right.
because like all these overpriced tickets, nobody's gonna buy those, so they're just sitting there. And there are like people are posting like updated screenshots showing like, oh, here's this venue, and you can see like the entire floor section is colored in pink, which means it's an authorized reseller. It's just a scalper through Ticketmaster. Jesus. So anyway, so we got in. Ticketmaster says, hey, seats at the very back. That should be the least expensive seats. Those are almost $500 through Ticketmaster, and everything else is more expensive. And we pull up SeatGeek, and SeatGeek has the section that was one of the sections that we were looking at. Like, if we can't get the VIP treatment, then we'll do this. Was I think $340 at this point. It had gone up like $20, and I was just like, fuck it, buy them. And so we bought them from SeatGeek at what turned out to be a reasonable price compared to what other scalpers were charging. So I feel bad about it. I didn't want to spend more, but it's just like, I got to get the tickets. Like, it's shitty.
I probably would have given up immediately.
Yeah. It's just been like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm not seeing Stray Kids.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right. I don't want to support scalpers.
So. I don't want to support scalpers either. And in fact, part of me wants to, and I checked today just to see, but part of me wants to go like, I'm gonna keep an eye on the scalpers on Ticketmaster, because as time goes on and they realize that they are not going to sell these floor tickets for like $2,000 or whatever, they're going to start dropping their prices, because if the day of the concert comes and they don't sell it, they lose money. So they will be dropping prices, and it's happened at previous shows. I've seen a lot of people who are in the K-pop community talk about this with other artists. So I'm keeping an eye, because like if I find tickets that are in a better seat, that are in the same, like in the closer section or whatever, we still won't be able to get VIP and all that, but we might be able to get a better seat. So I am trying to keep an eye out, and maybe Jeanette will take a look from time to time with me as well, because like, what's the worst case scenario is that like, oh well, we'll just sell our seats to some other stay, and then we'll get a closer seat and not have to pay, whatever. But I don't know. It was just crazy. Like the whole, like there was definitely this moment where we were both super nervous that we were just like not going to be able to go. So then the good news starts, is that like I got the tickets. Like we got the tickets. Jeanette and I are going to be there in Fort Worth. So if you're listening and you're going to the Fort Worth show, like we're going to be there. We'll find some way to like make ourselves stand out. And it'll be cool, and we'll all do the what Tom doesn't know is the stay signal. We'll all do that. He hasn't learned that yet. That's not till after Kingdom. But
what?
Yeah, there's like a special move to identify yourself to other stays.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really funny because like there was just a V-Live that came out like a day ago of the dance Racha, and they were like, hey, when we're touring, do you think that like stays are gonna do the move? And some of the members were just like, no, all our fans are introverts. They're not doing that. But I told Jeanette today, I was like, look, if some other stay does that in our general direction, we're absolutely doing it back. Like, that's how I felt like when I went to get the album at Target, the new album that just came out, I saw somebody else buy it, and I was like looking at them and like waiting, because I'm like, if they do it, I'm doing it back. But it didn't happen. So, yeah.
How would they know? Okay. How would they know to do it though?
Well, if they are as into Stray Kids as I am, they know.
No, I mean, how would they know to do it to you?
To me? Oh, because I'm holding a Stray Kids album.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and so are they. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But at the concert, like, look, you educated guess, I know what I'm going to be wearing. People are going to be like, that's a stay right there.
Well,
I my Bangchan necklace might give it away too.
Also, the fact that you're at a Stray Kids concert that may give it away too.
Yeah, but I'm an old man. They may think I'm just chaperoning, you know.
Oh yeah, right, right. Yeah. I'm sorry. Whose child is yours? Which one?
Yeah, which one of these children is yours? And I'll be. We actually already worked it out with the grandparents. They're gonna watch the kids for 2 nights.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna go up the day before the concert and have some fun in Fort Worth, Dallas area, and then we'll stay the night then, and then we'll have the next day to do whatever, have lunch, and then go to the show. It's gonna be good.
Hell yeah!
I'm excited. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's I think that's most of my story about that. Yeah, I don't know. I fucking hate Ticketmaster. I think all of Stay hates Ticketmaster right now, but it's also we wouldn't be able to see Stray Kids otherwise. It just sucks. And the thing I think that sucks the most is that there is a Stay official fan club, and of which I'm a member. And in Korea, they have pre-sale tickets for members, so you can't get scalped on those.
Right.
And Ticketmaster does have the ability to do that if they wanted to, like if they were gonna do something like that. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of Stay that's like kind of mad with JYP as a company, because it's like, you guys should have fucking done this. Like, international Stays have been joining the membership for years and not going to concerts and getting all these benefits, and now we have concerts and you didn't give us those benefits. So like, what the fuck? But I don't know. It since the inception of Stay as a fan club, it has always been Korea only for the early buying stuff. And to be fair, I've seen some people saying like, oh, it's basically worthless. You just get a welcome kit and that's it. And it's like, well, that's not true, because we also got early access to purchasing the fan meet, the digital fan meet, and we also got a discount on it. So, we got something. But I would like in the future, as they continue touring, it would be nice. So anyway. All right, well, that's enough of that. Enough of the story about current day stuff. We're looking back. We're gonna watch Finding Stray Kids God's Edition. It's a silly good time. This is one of the first things that Jeanette and I ever watched of Stray Kids, like first Stray Kids content. We watched this before we knew all the members, before we knew their names, their personalities, anything, and I haven't watched it since then. So I assumed from watching this show that Han Ji-sung was like a sporty guy. He was like the sporty guy, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So that's pretty funny. And I think it's just the way he's like styled in it or whatever, and some of the behavior you'll see. Okay. But yeah, let's get it rolling so we can get through this. We're gonna stop after there's different segments. We're gonna stop after the segments to discuss them, and yeah, it should be fun.
Okay. Oh, cool. You know what I just realized?
What'd you realize?
We're already 20 minutes in, and this video is an hour long.
I know. That's why I didn't want to do the other thing.
Yeah. All right.
Buckle up, bitch.
제우스, 포세이돈. 해라. 에르메스 있고. 아레스. 해리포터 미안하다. 하데스.
All right. We're stopping there for just a moment.
Okay.
So just to kind of give an overview, they are in a competition to decide who will be the new gods, and they are going to do several different competitions to determine who are what gods, and eventually then they will have to wear the god's outfit for which they are the god of. The first war of the gods was on a trampoline, and one of the members would sit cross-legged in the middle and have their hands on their knees, and if their hands came off or their legs came apart, they would lose. And so whoever was on for the longest would win that round. it looked like it was going to be Bangchan. He held up really well, and then Changbin came out, and they gave him this like golden like aura, and they said, no, he's perfect, and he cannot be beat. And they weren't able to flip him at all, and so he won and became the god of sanity. How do you feel about that? Your boy's the god of sanity.
Yeah, I don't believe that, but sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's an ironic god.
Right, exactly. I think there's going to be a lot of that here.
Yeah.
The next thing they did immediately after was that they had a foot race to the bus that they were taking to their next destination, and the last person to arrive at the bus was made into the second god, the 8-proportioned god. I'm a little confused by this. I'm sure it's a Korean pun, but Sungmin got it. So there you go. Good job, Sungmin. I guess he was slow. It's been pretty funny so far. I mean, like, I think the effects are good. I mean, almost like better than Finding Stray Kids. It's been all over the place. Bangchan ran past everybody during the race, and they put fire all around him because he burned past Hyunjin, who was in the lead. That was pretty funny. I don't know. It's good so far. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah. We'll keep rolling. I just wanted to stop and see, how are we doing so far on it?
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
Let's see which god is named next.
Okay.
아 너무 징그러워 엄마. 올리지 마. 물 위에 올리지 마. 어떻게 그러면 끌고 와. 잡았어. 엄마. 미안.
All right. So we've had 2 more battles for gods.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So we had a fishing competition. They stopped at a fishing cafe, which
yeah. What the hell is going on in Korea where you can just be like, yeah, I want to go fishing, so I'm going to go to this place, and they're just like, I'm going to put a little thing in the water, and then I'll put it in the net, and then I went fishing.
Yeah, it's genius. It's like the greatest thing you could possibly imagine.
I guess.
Like, I went fishing with Logan a couple of times, and the last time we went, we nearly caught a fish about 3 or 4 times. One which was really serious and got really close to shore, and then it got away, and I felt so bad because like Logan was so excited. He was like, I'm gonna catch my first fish, and it got away, and I was like, oh my god. So if I could take him to a place like this, I would do it in a heartbeat. Where it's just like, throw the line in, fucking pull out that fish, and that would be great. But
I don't know. I guess just when I think of like, if I'm gonna go fishing, which I'm not, I'm by no means a regular fisherman, but if I were gonna go fishing, I'm thinking like I'm loading up a lunchbox with some sandwiches, maybe a couple beers or like whatever, and I'm going out. I'm getting a boat. I'm going out onto the to the lake. And I'm just gonna enjoy. I'm gonna have a nice few hours with my line drawn out or what it cast out, and then not actually catch anything, and then go home.
Okay, well, so that's just an excuse to drink beer, alcoholic. Okay, all right.
No,
honestly,
no. It's about relaxing on the
right.
lake,
no, I know.
And then maybe catch a fish.
With this. It's at a cafe. I presume you could get a beer there.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, I'm sure they have like 3 dozen IPAs on available. So,
but
just grab one of those.
But it also is a cafe, right? Like I'm talking like
so
you go out on a lake on a little boat to fish to like get away from people.
That's true. Yeah. It's common in Japan too to have like these I've never seen one that was indoors, although I don't doubt that they have it, but I've seen a lot of these like outdoor fishing centers where they have basically it's like a concrete like pond where it'll have like little concrete piers where you can go and sit down. You can bring your little packed lunch, and then you can catch fish from inside the pond.
Yeah. Here's my question. Looks
great.
Are fish really that stupid? Like, you
Yes.
spend your whole life sitting in there
100%.
and you don't think, no, I'm not going to nibble on that, actually.
Yeah, they're not smart. Most fish, especially a carp. A carp will eat shit off the ground, all right? A carp will eat anything, okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyway, so then they moved on. They're on their way to their next challenge, and they got challenged in the car to do they played a game on the newest iPhone at the time, and it was going to determine their age by the way their face looks. And we had some surprising results.
Yeah.
Changbin did a little cute pose, and he was the youngest by far at 15 years old. That's insane. Now, to be fair, Felix got 17 and didn't even change the way he looked. He just looked at the camera, and it was like, you're 17. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's pretty good.
I wonder what would have happened if they'd have just not made any face,
Right, yeah. Well, maybe we'll find out.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. IN, being the youngest member, got 33 years old. Lino got 19, which is pretty good for him because he's the second oldest of the group. But the oldest member, both in real life and in the app in the game, was Bangchan.
Mm-hmm.
Who was, what was it, 44? 46?
43.
43. Yeah, it was great. It was really funny. Oh my god. He's not that old. He's not even close to that old.
Right.
So. But yeah, of course, they all are younger than him and like to torment him about him being the oldest member. So now he is the elderly god. And yeah. Oh, and Han won the fishing competition. I suppose we should say Han won the fishing competition. He is the god of Crucian carp.
Yeah,
because he caught a Crucian carp. So
good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
I don't understand the determination. Like other people caught other fish too. So
they caught a lot of fish.
Why?
I think that they had a limited number of Crucian carp in there, and so the first member to pull a Crucian carp, they were gonna win.
I see. It's like an odds thing.
Right, exactly. Not an amount thing. Yeah, because there were definitely other members that pulled a lot more carp than Han. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's see how it goes. We'll keep on rolling, baby.
So, if other people who are already gods are playing, can they be more than one god?
Oh, that's a great question, and the answer is yes, they can.
Oh,
yeah. Otherwise, they would be taken out of the competition. But no. They can be more than one, and that may come into play.
Oh.
Teaser. Let's find out what happens.
Great. Next week.
Oh, man.
What the hell?
The episode is over. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know it was like an hour long, but it really flew by there at the end.
I think we should watch the next episode.
Right now? Are you fucking kidding me? You're joking.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, yeah.
I am about to go watch the Batman with Anna, though.
Oh, shit. That's going to be good.
That's 3 hours long, so...
Oh, shit. That's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get a chance to see any more gods named, but we did see them arrive at JYP. They had a competition to where they had everybody order delivery food, but they ordered a bunch of food, and then while they waited on the food, they had a competition, a dance competition. Their choreography teacher was there and was judging them, and they had to dance a bunch of different choreographies. It was hilarious, good fun. And then there was a tiebreaker between Changbin and Bangchan, and we will not find out who wins until the following episode. So that's gonna be some crazy shit. This was a lot of fun. I know like the first episode of Finding Stray Kids was a lot like this. It was like super fun, and it was just them doing challenges and having fun. And then of course they went on like the trip to Australia and did a bunch of stuff, which was fine. But this is variety show the whole way through.
Mhm.
We're getting this kind of content for the entire show, and it's only how many episodes we got? Four episodes. so we're not gonna be here for long, but I think we're gonna enjoy the journey. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's never about the destination. It's always about the journey.
Oh, naturally, unless you're buying Stray Kids tickets, then
Yes.
it's only about the destination.
Right.
Fuck that journey.
Yeah, fuck that journey.
yeah, fuck that journey. Hey, Ticketmaster, if you're listening to this,
Go
fuck
fuck,
you.
yourself.
go
Ticketmaster.
fuck yourself, Ticketmaster.
And
All right.
and scalpers.
And scalpers, yeah, fuck that. I mean, I know I gave money to a scalper, but it's because I have to see them.
Yeah. Well, you don't.
I do. No, I fucking do. Okay, yes. Am I also going to pay for the digital concert in Seoul? Yes. The answer is yes. I'm still doing that. But it's different. We're gonna be there.
Different.
It's different. We're gonna be there.
Yeah.
I already have been
Can I
buying.
touch them with my eyes?
I'm not gonna touch them. I would never do that.
With your
'cause I don't
eyes?
want. Well, I will touch them with my eyes.
Yeah.
And we will shake a light stick at it, and it's gonna be a good time. Like, I'm really excited about it. And me and Jeanette have just been like every once in a while.
Shake a light stick? The little thing that you have? You gonna bring it with you? Okay.
What? Yes, it syncs with the music.
Okay, all right. Jeez, calm down.
Yeah, you connect it to the app, and when you're at the concert, it will blink to the music. And so the entire area, everyone that has light sticks, they all will be the same colors.
Yes.
And, you know,
I understand.
It's awesome.
How many people are going to be there with light sticks, do you think?
I think a lot of people. A lot of people. Because Stray Kids hasn't toured since their tour ended at the beginning of 2020. So they've had that from then until now, 2 years, for people to be like, well, I can't buy tickets. I guess I'll buy merch.
Yeah.
And so I think people are gonna have a lot of light sticks. It's gonna be awesome. But you know what? Even if they don't, I will, and that's what matters.
I will. Can I go buy this light stick and then just have it on my desk so that when you're at the concert, I can see it blinking?
I don't know how that works because, I mean, I imagine it would, because when we did the digital concert for the fan meet, we just had to sign into the Stray Kids Lightstick app, and then it had like a thing saying like, hey, if you're like at this concert or whatever, it's gonna start soon. And then once it was ready, you just like tapped on it, and then it synced with your Lightstick, and then it did everything. So we weren't there. So I imagine the answer is yes, although you won't know what song's playing. Although it would be funny if you were like sitting at home watching a Lightstick and then being like, yeah, that's God's menu right there. Yeah, I know. I know those blinks anyway.
Yeah.
That was it going do 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 do
Yeah.
for sure.
That one went do 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 do. And so that means it's this song. I don't think that I am clever enough to distinguish that.
Yeah.
Well, based on light.
Maybe we'll find out. I have to tell you, Jeanette has been putting together a new game for us to play.
Okay.
You know, we had the Stray Kids anniversary special where we played a bunch of games, which was fun. But our own podcast anniversary is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
On May 5th is our own podcast anniversary. So we will have been recording and releasing this podcast for a year.
That's insane to me.
I know. So she's working on it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't miss too many weeks if you really think about it.
We didn't. No. Yeah. We
because it should be, find out exactly. Should be 52.
Should be 52. We're currently recording episode 42, so we missed 10 weeks.
Well, no, because we still have, how many weeks do we have? One? We have one more week.
One, yeah, so 9. 9 weeks. We missed 9 weeks.
We missed 9 weeks. That's not bad. That's pretty good. It's only 2 months.
And technically, one of those weeks I put out the episode that was me and Jeanette's recording our little conversation. So
that doesn't count as an episode.
All right, if you say so.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not a numbered episode.
You're right. You're right.
I know.
And when you're right, you're right.
I
And
am.
you're always right.
Not always, but most of the time.
Not always. Not even.
Like,
all right, anyway.
Like 70% of the time, I'm right all the time. So.
Well, you can't get better odds than that.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically 50-50.
It's basically 50-50. Yeah. Jeanette just messaged me and reminded me that when we were talking earlier, you had said, is anyone going to try again or make different faces? And we did see Bangchan try it again and try to get a lower age, and it still had him at like 36.
I like how literally every question I asked right before that was answered in the first 30 seconds.
Yep. It's pretty great. Yeah. So good. Now, Tom.
That's me.
We're at the end of our episode.
Yeah.
Have you been listening to Go Live?
I'll be honest.
Any songs?
No.
You motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I have been listening to a lot of music but it just hasn't been Stray Kids. I've been building playlists. I've been working I've been spending a lot of time on Spotify lately. I've been making playlists. I've been doing these things called my 2-week playlists where I take all of the songs that I've liked in like a 2-week period, and that's a playlist, right?
Oh,
to see like the diversity and to see what kind of suggestions that I get at the bottom. Because if you scroll to the bottom of a playlist on Spotify, it'll be like, do you want to add these songs? And then I listen to them and I'm like, I do want to add these songs, but I don't add them to those playlists. I like them and then they go on the new playlist.
I see. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. I don't listen to that much music. I basically listen to Stray Kids now. So.
Right. Yeah. Well,
and then podcasts because I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Well, I have a sort of a commute back now because I'm working 2 days in the office and then working 3 days from home. So it's real cool. But at least I get to listen to podcasts on my way. It's fine.
Well, maybe, if you decide you want to break between podcasts, you can open up my Spotify profile and take a listen to some of those the playlists.
Yeah,
there's some bangers on these playlists, man.
Yeah, maybe, but there's some bangers on my Stray Kids playlist. So
I mean, that's true. That's true.
And I use Apple Music.
You do use Apple Music, yeah. I was thinking that, but you can look at the names of the songs. Actually, you can just try to build the playlist that I have in your Apple Music and then listen to it.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Or I could listen to more Stray Kids.
Oh, goodness. But I made this playlist the other day called Power Infusion Makes Me Rock Hard.
I saw it. I saw you post that in our Discord, which is discord.gg/inconceivable. If anybody wants to join us, we have a little K-pop chat room.
That's true.
Yeah, I saw the playlist, and I think I clicked on it, but because I don't have an account with Spotify, it was just like, yeah, it has some of these artists on this playlist, and I was like, cool, real cool, thanks. Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, that's because if you don't pay for Spotify, it does this weird thing where it just like won't. I don't even really understand it because I was trying to play a song. I was a passenger in somebody's car. This was like, I don't know, a month ago, and they have Spotify, but they don't pay for Spotify. And I was like trying to play a song for them, and they it like wouldn't play the song. I kept clicking on the song, and it would play like something that's like that song, but not that song. And they're like, oh yeah, it'll play a few songs, and then it'll play that song. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
That's really stupid. Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Like, at least just like, I don't know, play an ad and then play the song.
Yeah. I feel like I'd be more okay with that. Yeah.
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 But so then I was like, I'm gonna log into my Spotify so that we can listen to music, without hearing shitty suggestions from Spotify.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, why not? Do it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming along this Finding SKZ or Skiz. I don't know. That debate was never settled for me. But Finding SKZ God's Edition. And we'll see you on the next episode where we go on to episode 2.
Yeah.
See how that goes. It's going to be
You know
awesome.
what? Let's just do it right now.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Fuck the Batman. Let's go.
No.
I'm just kidding. No, I would not do that. No. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Go fuck yourself, Ticketmaster.
God damn it.